Good morning, everybody. Pretty nice sleep last night. Not a bad place again. Like I said, I'm finding all kinds of really good places to park overnight. We got some snow overnight, not a whole bunch, like more of a dusting, half inch. But we're going to get cleaned up, dressed, and head to work. Still want ramen. I'm really thinking about ramen for breakfast rather than yogurt. I don't know. Just want ramen. I got chicken I bought. I got to eat up. But I got to eat up that ramen too. I mean, the Panda Express. I want that to go to waste. So maybe I'll take chicken for lunch and ramen for breakfast. I don't know. But all right, I'll take a picture of this place as I'm leaving. And if there's a giveaway, I don't know why you guys are so bent on me telling you where I live. It's like, there's reasons. There's a lot of weirdos out there. And yeah, I mean, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but would you put your address on the internet? I don't think so. But okay, I'm going to get dressed and we're going to head to work. And like I said, I think we're going to go out of town again tonight. As long as it's not cruddy crappy when I get out of work, I think I'm going to. Why not, right? Rather be outside of town than in town. So, all right, I'm going to get a shower and then we're going to get going. Warm back up to 32 degrees already. Oh, man. Whew. It's amazing I took so much crud out of these things that I just didn't need or use. And again, there's still more. But well, let's get ready for work. All right. Yeah, another. And the batteries are all reading 90% this morning. Maybe. Let's fingers crossed. It's van life. All right. Well, I found two more spots two more little areas already that look perfectly nice for parking. It's working out pretty nicely. But I just hope the BMS systems start working on those new batteries. At least get me through the spring. Like I said, springtime, I'm going to buy new SOK batteries anyways. Just so I don't have so much real estate taken up. Because if I put 5 100 amp hour batteries, or up to 6 if I would get to like 600 amp hours like the 2 SOK would almost take me to, that's a lot of room in that garage. Where the 2 SOK batteries at 280 amps each give me 560 amp hours, and they basically would take the footprint of only like 2 of the batteries I have now. So that would save me a lot of room. And space is king. So, well, we're way early for work, so we're just going to drive around for a while, fill up the diesel, throw away that bag of garbage that I collected from last night, and then we'll head to work, eat some ramen for breakfast, and to get our day started. Oh, it looks like it. Well, no. The sun's poking out right here, and that's it. Everywhere else, gloom. So, all right, well, I'll talk to you guys after work. Hopefully we'll head to the camp, out of town to camp. If nothing else, just so we can sit outside and have a fire. I love that little solo stove now. I'm addicted to it. I want to be outside every night just going, ooh. It's just nice, you know what I mean? It's cozy, comfortable. All right. See you after work. All right, we are out of work. The batteries, all the BMS systems work today. I'm right at topped off, which I should be, because This morning I was at like 94%. And today we got some sun. I only need like 16, 18 amp hours. 400 watts. That didn't take very long. Obviously, I'm not getting 400 watts this time of year. But if you're getting 100 watts, that's 8 amp hours or 8 amps an hour. So 2 hours of 100 watts, and I'm good. You know what I mean? So hopefully they're working again. You can't see me anyways. I just got on the high freeway, whatever the heck we call it, here. And we're going to get out of town. It's going to snow tonight, but I don't care. I don't have to be to work early. So we're getting out of town. Let's get out of here. Let's go have a little fire in the solo stove. Okay, everybody. We're to our camp spot. And it's not even 7 o'clock, and the van's set up. I just have to my lunch leftovers in the fridge, put a sweatshirt on, and we're going to go outside and get the fire going. Yeah, it's funny. Well, I'll save it for outside. But, yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this. Glad I'm getting out of... Oh, excuse me. Glad I'm getting out of town a couple, 3 nights a week. I think this is the last time I can do it 3 nights a week. But still, getting out 2 nights a week out of town, it's really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get finished getting dressed up to go outside. Get things plugged in. This one didn't get charged all day. I think I have another one, though, that my other fan did not get used, I don't believe, last night. So this should be fully charged. Maybe we'll go ahead and charge that one, make sure it's fully charged to blow the hot air around throughout the garage. Yeah, this is almost fully charged. And then I left the propane cabinet open last night. The cabinet door to the cooking counter. And you can feel the warm air circulating. So that's really nice. I think what I may do is get like a 4-inch PVC pipe, just a section of it, and run it underneath there so that it's more dedicated airflow into the cooking cabinet. But everything else looks good. We're set up. Let's get outside and get a fire going and enjoy a night. All right, everybody. Hope you all had a good day. Mine was pretty decent today. The solo stove out. It was a pretty decent day. Talking to a coworker of mine, their plan is to move to Kentucky. As y'all know, that's where I built my van, out in Kentucky. My friends Hickory and his wife and the rest of their family live there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Now, I don't know where they plan to move in Kentucky, but Kentucky isn't the highest paying place in the country, let me tell you that. And she thinks she's going to make basically the same amount of money, but everything is going to be a lot cheaper. And I'm not wishing her any ill will, trust me, I'm not at all. But I think they're in for a rude awakening. Because, from what I saw, the wages are a lot less. And I mean, I'm sure, there are a lot of places in Kentucky that pay higher wages, but I think for the most part, it's quite a bit less. Especially if you're going to go be able to buy a place that's, quite nice and large, and I don't know. But I I hope it works out for them. But I just think they don't quite realize. Let's see, how are we going to set this up today? Kind of parked a little further over than I have been. Where I'd like to put the stove is right kind of on a, maybe right over here. That'll be all right. But just, I looked around at wages and they were pretty low. Comparatively. But, my fire starters, they gotta be in here. Only place I put them. Uh-oh. That won't be good. I don't have... Where'd my fire starters go? I don't see my fire starters, guys. They've got to be in there. It's the only place I keep them. Oh, I don't know how they got away from me. They were right there. But, I mean, a lot of jobs I saw were, like 11, 12 bucks an hour. If even that, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's been 6 months, so, but I don't know. Hopefully, they get lucky when they move. Let that get going for a little while, and then we'll throw some chunks on. I was looking around on the internet today, and I think Wally World has the stove pellets now on sale, or for sale, instead of online. But I got that whole big mess of them. So I don't really want to go out and buy a whole bag. But the pellets that I originally bought for the solo stove are high temperature, low ash. They're for wood stoves and things like that. These pellets are for cooking. So these don't give as good of a flame, and they leave a lot more ash. So, kind of burning them up, you know what I mean? But it's like all this wood has been cut, so I don't have to hatchet anything tonight, and that's plenty for what we'll do out here tonight. That's good. I didn't want to hatchet anything up. Yeah, I've lived all over, and not saying I haven't done it as well. Thinking, oh, wow, look, how cheap it looks to live there. But then you realize, maybe you have state income tax and sales tax. Like in Washington, there's sales tax, but there's no state income tax. Like in Maine, I think my state income tax is like 10%. So just for numbers, say you're making $100,000. That's 10 grand, making 50 grand. That's $5,000 you're paying to taxes. Where in Washington, you're not paying 5 grand to taxes if you're making 50,000. So 5 grand a year, that's $400 a month. All of a sudden, you're looking at say you're in Washington and you got
$800 a month rent. Well, you look at Maine and go, man, I can get some out there for $500 a month. If you're making the exact same amount of money, 50 grand, you're now paying almost $1,000 in Maine for that $800 apartment in Washington. See where I'm going there? You gotta realize all those things when you decide where you want to try to live. And again, no rent, van life, baby. But yeah, hopefully it works out for him. But we're to sit here and relax, definitely. But there's supposed to be a lot of weather coming in tonight. I read on the internet this big storm's coming through, but basically where I am, not supposed to get anything. Maybe a little dusting or whatever, and a little bit of mist, But on my weather app for this area, it's saying like in a few hours, it's going to start heavy snow, and then it's going to go rain, sleet, and snow, and rain, and snow, and ice, and this may have been a bad choice tonight. But I mean, no matter what, I know we can get out of here, and then we just have to drive slow. So I'm not worried about it. But that's funny. Depending on what you listen to, who knows what the weather could be? We could wake up and it could be like this out here, and if it is, we're in trouble because then we ain't getting out of here. But I doubt it'll be like that. But everything's working good, and I'm really the battery management system. Since I tweaked it and made those changes again, a couple night days in a row now, it's been fine. I don't know, maybe if when I adjusted the full charge capacity, when I removed the Java, that it didn't reset back to the default, messed up setting. And that's why the next morning it was different. And then when I reset it again, they've been the same. So hopefully that's gets everything tinkered out. But I knew I should have been full when I got everything adjusted, basically full. This morning I was at 90 couple. I drove for a half an hour with the DC to DC on. I was at like 94, I think, when I went to work. So that's like 18 amps I needed to top off, plus whatever it used over the day. And like I said, when I was driving up, if I'm getting 100 watts of solar, that's 8 amps. So 3 hours of 100 watts when I got 400 watts on the roof. So if I'm getting 100, that's about as least as I would think I would get if there's sun out. You know what I mean? Obviously, if it's late in the day or early in the morning, no. But from like 10 to 2-ish, that kind of area, I would think, that's your high solar, maybe 11 to 3. 3 is too late. Probably 10 to 2. I mean, I should be getting 100 watts for those 4 hours if I'm getting some sun. You know what I mean? So that's 32 amp hours. If I can get 4 hours at 100 watts. We don't burn 32 watts a night in the winter. 20 probably is what I'm burning right now. Because it's colder, the fridge isn't working as hard. With the heat blowing around the garage, you might think, it's harder on the fridge. The refrigerator is kind of blocked off from that because you have the electric panel on the driver's side, where on the opposite side of the fridge, where the fuse blocks and a lot of the switches and stuff are located, and the DC to DC MPPT charger is, the actual electrical cabinet. On the back side of it, you have the batteries across the bottom, and then you have the board that cover up or hold the inverter and the bus bars, and are going to hold some other things down the line. So that creates a wall behind the refrigerator from the garage. So that air on the garage is really going around the refrigerator in the back of the garage. And it's coming up behind the bed. It does come up a little bit over the fridge. But for the main part of it, the fridge is in its own little area now. So that's, helping everything work. Try to put some things in here. But, guys, I know this isn't always the most exciting. But this is my van life. And if, like I say, I'm hoping I'm teaching you guys or letting you guys learn something or learn by my mistakes anyways, you know what I mean? So that doesn't happen to you. But might have put too much wood right on that fire starter. Gonna get a little smoke coming off it. Of course, we got smoker pellets too. That's why we're getting more smoke. The high temp, I had absolutely no smoke from them. That's why I'm thinking about getting rid of this little bag. Probably about almost halfway gone. It's only $8 for what I see. Looks like Walmart's got for a 40-pound bag. So I might go ahead and dump these. Well, I mean, actually, I can use those in my litter box. I've got probably about just enough room right now to put. There we go. Good to go. These will go in my litter box. I don't know how well that worked though. What I use is pelletized horse bedding. I think they're a little, well, yeah, I think these are firmer. They're tighter than the pelletized horse bedding. I don't know. We'll see. If I throw away a few bucks in pellets, it's not the end of the world, Oh, but nice to be out again. I just threw pellets right on top of the fire starter. Oh, well. We'll get some smoke. Yeah, we're going to get some smoke now. Got to put another fire starter in there. Well, the light just went out. Guess that's telling me it's time. To end this video. Put this fire starter in there. Well, guys, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, liking. Oh, I got one issue going on here. I keep seeing comments on my channel, but then I go to look at them or pull them up or anything, and they just disappear. So I don't know if there's an issue with YouTube or my channel. But again, today I tried to pull up a couple comments that I wanted to respond to. I had to read the whole comment because I only saw part of it. But I tried to pull it up, and it just disappeared. So everybody out there, just send me a comment that says, hey, a couple letters, something. Just put some kind of comment in there. See what kind of comments come through, because I don't know, all of a sudden I'm getting like no comments, but then I see them and they disappear. So I don't understand. So, all right, guys. You guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors.